Hey kids, how are you doing? Today I will be reacting to your K-pop confessions and opinions. Sorry if you didn't get picked. I couldn't pick everyone as I got hundreds of entries. I also didn't include some confessions because I need to keep it PG-13 here. But like I died while reading some of your confessions, LMAO. The one about the electric toothbrush Anyways, let's start. Not really a confession, but I absolutely need to see Han Ji-sung with cherry red hair before I die. Thank you, good night. Yeah. So do I. We all do. I low-key hate it when male idols lift up their shirts in performances. It just seems so forced and makes the choreography look tacky. Oh wow, I've never really heard anyone talk about this. I kind of agree. Sometimes it's nice and it looks natural, but at other times it's weird and makes new fans uncomfortable. Stray Kids Felix is only popular because of his voice. Well, this is a unique confession. I think a lot of people from other fandoms have heard of Felix because of his voice, but all stays appreciate Felix for his talent and personality. So, I sort of agree but mostly disagree. I feel like K-pop is just going downhill at this point. I feel like the last decent K-pop group that debuted in this decade that I can remember was ITZY and Everglow, or is this just my loss of interest? I can totally see that. As more and more K-pop groups enter the market, there will be a lack of different concepts and styles. I have a few 4th gen groups I like, but there are so many others that just don't interest me. Everyone is drawn to different types of groups, but I can't find that many 4th gen groups with music that matches my personal taste. Those few parts in Sonorita and Han make me extremely uncomfortable. I'm sorry, but I kind of laughed at that. Twice's Momo looks like a cheap version of Blackpink's Lisa with short hair in the I Can't Stop Me MV. What? I never even thought of that. I don't think this is hate, but like JS. I love both of them, but just know I know this is a joke, but to all the 5-year-olds out there, just because someone wears the same hairstyle as someone else doesn't mean they copied them. User Jimin's on Urban Dictionary is obsessed with NCT. Pass it on. Okay then. Orbits are annoying. I've met a lot of really nice and funny orbits, but some orbits are just crazy. My friends and I use Stan Luna sometimes in a subtle way, but some orbits take it too far. But I feel that the entire fandom shouldn't be generalized. Blackpink without auto-tune sounds terrible. I disagree with this one. I have heard raw vocals from Blackpink and I think they're really nice. Obviously they're not the best and can be improved, but personally I don't think they're terrible. I don't know what I even did before K-pop. My life was boring. Oh my gosh, same. I was literally the most bland person ever before I knew what K-pop was. I feel like K-pop really changed my humor and personality, so that's one good thing that came from being in the fandom, I guess. Like, I sometimes wonder what the heck I spent my time doing before. My grades have worsened. I have less hobbies. And K-pop literally takes up like a third of my life, as I have a YouTube channel. I don't like BTS, that's all. Okay. You didn't even give any reasons, and obviously you're allowed to have your own opinion, but like. Okay then. Girl groups have better B-sides than boy groups, period. I can't decide if I agree with this or not. I think I kind of do, because while TXT and Stray Kids have amazing B-sides, I can think of more girl groups with good B-sides than boy groups. But the thing that's keeping me from agreeing is that I like TXT's B-sides a lot more than most girl groups. But in general I agree. BTS can't sing Dynamite. Their producers have recently gone crazy with the auto-tune, and I see everyone in the comments backing up, saying this or that happened, they were dancing or all of that, but the truth is Dynamite is high-pitched even for BTS themselves, and it has a lot of auto-tune. BTS can't sing Dynamite. Thanks for stating it twice because I didn't understand it the first time, LMAO. Anyways, you're saying that BTS can sing Life Goes On. They can sing Idol. They can sing Run. They can sing every other song except Dynamite. I think BTS can sing Dynamite. It's just that they use way too much auto-tune. You can hear it in every performance, but this doesn't mean that they can't sing it. It just means that they use too much auto-tune. And they've sung higher pitched songs, so I don't think the part about it being higher is necessarily true. So, when I was around 13, this was a whole flipping novel. I think this was a summary of your entire K-pop journey, so it's nice to hear. I got a lot of entries from people saying that they couldn't tell between two idols, and that's completely normal. It's also normal to have had misinformation on K-pop groups because it's so easy to get details mixed up. But, nice story. It was fun to read. I had like 4 dreams that involved pop idols in the past few weeks and I'm confused and worried. You've probably just been thinking about K-pop too much, haha. I once had a dream where I was Dahyun's girlfriend and we had a tea party with Bang Chan anyways. Some of you people need to start treating Heejin from Luna with respect. These days whenever I hear her name, it's always about how she gets the most lines and screen time and how other members deserve it. Not saying that sometimes she gets too much lines. Cough cough hi hi. But like easily with her talents she could have gotten into any other bigger company, and yet she still stayed with BBC. She definitely deserves her center position and I need to hear more respect on her name. Nobody ever talks about this. It's so true. When I first became an Orbit I didn't really like Heejin as much as the other members because of how much other Orbits talked about the fact that she overshadowed the other members. But, after getting to know her better, I really respect her and admire her hard work. She's an ace. She's amazing at singing, dancing, and rapping and she would likely succeed in any field. Boy groups are boring. They do the same concepts, the same types of songs, never anything new. I personally disagree with this. I stan a few boy groups that have really versatile concepts. I got into K-pop through BTS. Their old music really was something. And yes, there are a couple of boy groups with repetitive concepts, but that doesn't mean there aren't any girl groups who do the same thing. Let me give you an example of a boy group that changes concepts frequently. TXT. Yes, I realize I keep bringing them up, but they're the first ones that came to mind. Their debut song was a nice, fun, and cheerful song, then Runaway was magical and mystical, Can't You See Me was just a dark bop, and Blue Hour was refreshing. Don't lie, we all tried to learn Ryunjin's shoulder dance in Wannabe. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I tried it, and I'm just gonna pretend I didn't dislocate both my shoulders. Why do people treat pop like a cult? They always say blah blah blah, you haven't listened to pop. I think as long as the person isn't disrespectful they can say they don't wanna listen and never listened. This is so true. I understand if the person is rude about it, go ahead and tell them off, but if they didn't really say anything bad about it, you don't have to force your opinion on them. Everyone has different opinions, and if they're not interested in listening to K-pop then it's okay. There's no outstanding visual in it, Z. So, I've been wanting to say this for a while, but so many of y'all mask the words ugly and pretty with the word visual. Saying that someone doesn't have a good visual is basically saying that they're not that pretty, and some of you guys need to get that into your heads. Imagine walking up to someone and saying that they're not pretty. Like, if you wouldn't say that about people you know, why say that about K-pop idols? About ITZY though, I think that even if they aren't outrageously pretty, they're also naturally pretty, and I prefer natural visuals over immense beauty. IDK, I just wanna be in the video. Your wish has been granted. When I was a baby stan I used to think JYP was a gym because people said Twice trained there. OMG, what the heck. Luna's dance line isn't that good. I strongly disagree with this one. Heejin and Eve are amazing dancers. At first I thought the same thing, that Eve wasn't anything special, but when I looked at her more specifically I realized just how talented she is. She's really good at dancing, and while it may not be apparent at first, you will definitely notice it later. Same with Heejin, she can just about pull off anything and do it well. And the others as well. Kim Lip is crazy good, and even the weaker dancers can pull off Luna's choreographies. Most of Luna's choreographies are based on teamwork and just the group as a whole rather than individuals, but the individual parts are kind of hard as well. I can't believe no one has said this to me before. I didn't even think about this, and now I realize that you make an amazing point. People act as if shipping idols with idols of another gender in a different group is very wrong, but they also ship the idols with other same gender idols in their group. I hope everyone made it this far to the video because I want everyone to see this entry. I personally dislike shipping in any format, including ships between people in the same group. I like admiring members' friendships, but that's where it stops for me. Finally someone said it. Literally some K-pop fans act as if their quote-unquote taste is superior to others just because they like K-pop. Everyone has different musical preferences, and if they don't like a specific song from an artist, including one of their favorites, that should be okay. You don't have to like every song your favorite artists release. That's not how it works. This one is controversial. Blackpink as a group are better vocalists than Twice. Twice have talented vocalists like God Jihyo, Nayeon and Jeong Gaeun. But as a group they lack vocals, whereas all the Blackpink members are vocally talented. Okay, so I don't think you can really compare a group with 4 members to a group with 9 members on a matter like this. It's just not fair. Of course, in a group with 4 members they will be more talented vocally than a group with 9 members. I know that some of the members in Twice don't have great, over-the-top vocals, but I don't think they should be compared to Blackpink. And, because Twice is a 9-member group, they have more vocally talented members than Blackpink. This again is something that should not be compared because of the member difference. I hope that made sense. Why people just stan text because of their company. They are very talented and they deserve better. Oh my god, thank you. Aish as a Moa, it is so sad to see people complaining that they are only popular because of Big Hit. At first, I have to admit for their debut they did receive extra attention because of BTS. But, as they released more and more songs, the toxic stans left and the true Mo's stayed, and their fandom became more defined towards those who actually like TXT for TXT. I think most of the songs G-Friend makes sound the same at the chorus. Ooh. Not gonna lie, I agree. Their older songs sounded oddly similar to me and they were just too high-pitched at times for me to listen to. However, there are specific songs I really enjoy, and their latest releases, as they have changed up their style a teensy bit. But I just can't get into their entire discography. Blackpink lyrics are messy and make no sense 50% of the time. They focus more on the sound than the lyrics, which really takes away from some of their songs. No hate to them, they still rock each performance. Someone needs to fire their English lyrics translator because is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I think if they specifically try to make their songs a different vibe and add those lyrics, then I would like the a bit more, but when they try to convey something about love and something that is actually meaningful, then the lyrics really need improvement. Lovesick Girls is the worst comeback of Blackpink. See, I saw everyone saying that Lovesick Girls was their best title track, but I disagree with that. It is one of my least favorites along with Kill This Love. I enjoyed it at first, but it was a generic love song that I got bored of quickly. I still really enjoyed the song at times. I just don't think it was up to par with most of their other releases. I sometimes compare myself to idols and just be like, how are they so beautiful and skinny and I'm not? And then remember that the idols were probably forced to be skinny, pretty and perfect, and so I'm trying to stop doing that and be grateful of my body and face. Or, stop doing that. These pop idols are going through the marketing scheme of perfection. They are being shown as beautiful faces, but inside, they are probably going through hard times as well. Do not compare yourself to them. I know it's really hard not to if you enjoy watching performances and stuff, but I hope you feel better. BTS is partial toward the USA and cares about money and awards more than fans. I don't know what to say to this one. I think they really love ARMYs, but something has seemed off to me about them and Big Hit these days. I think it's just the fact that they don't do much for ARMYs anymore. They release music and whatnot, but they don't release other content. I don't agree with your opinion, but I guess I can see where you're coming from. I don't think LOONA are funny. Okay. Yoona shouldn't be in ITZY. I've talked about this before, but I don't agree. While Yoona doesn't bring anything too new to the group, she is widely loved by fans and she has a very captivating and charismatic feel to her. I think this is why she's in ITZY. She brings a lot of attention and love towards the group. If you guys want to know more about my opinions on this, I made a video before. The fights between girl group stans and boy group stans are stupid. I myself would probably be considered a girl group stan, since I only stan girl groups, but I would never talk bad about someone for being a boy group stan or feel superior. Everyone has their own taste and people should respect that. That's so true. Boy groups and girl groups are just so different and people might prefer one over another, whether it be because of the pitch of the songs, the concepts, or any other factor. I vent in my alt's DMs. I've never tried this before and I didn't know it was a thing, lol. But that's funny. I might try it later. Are you giving me the permission for the key to your heart? I really wanna say this to Kim Taehyung. LMAOOK. Jip looks like Asian Gordon Ramsay. OMG, I never thought about this, but now I kinda see it. Please help me now, I can't stop thinking about it. I don't think idols should have their entire careers ruined by one DUI or one drug scandal. I get that they're meant to be role models, but I like idols for music, not their personality or personal choices. If I like the music and the idol is happy, I'm happy. I agree with this one. I used to get slightly mad when an idol did something bad, but K-pop fans act as if they like K-pop just because of the idol's caring and nice personalities, but like K-pop is a music industry. It's all about music and performing, not really about what happens backstage. Of course, if an idol does something crazily crazy, then that's bad, but if someone does something small, it shouldn't define how they are as a K-pop artist, you know? I haven't listened to a single Text song since their debut mini-album. I love the whole album but was literally too lazy to check out their other songs. I swear you're missing out, but it's okay. I've been lazy like that with a bunch of other groups, so I can't say anything. I think I might die for 17's Joshua. Like, the man is so ethereal, like how? That's so funny because I was talking to my friend the other day about the exact same thing. Like, it's not even normal how pretty he is. Lisa isn't the best dancer. This is because I can manage dances which are arguably better than hers also. She hasn't shown us she can choreograph to songs on her own, so I wouldn't be placing her as the best pop dancer. Yeah, Lisa isn't the best, but she's really good. YG should give her more creative control and show us what else she can do. I think that she's really good at performing but not as much dancing, but that's literally what being a K-pop idol is about. Well, that's the end of this video. Again, I'm sorry if you weren't chosen. There were so many good entries and I tried to include as many as possible. Thanks for watching, and bye.